Good afternoon. For my week 5 video journal assignment, that we're supposed to tell about how our implementations are going so far and give details about the evidence-based practices that we're using and how we're implementing them and ensuring fidelity. Today I would like to focus mostly on my task analysis, so I'll go ahead and speak to the other ones first. Peer mediation is going well. We have set up more goals for the peers of my students to work with them outside class. And one of the skills was for them just to make friends and have someone to talk to instead of just perseverating outside at lunch and walking around in circles. And so that's working well since I've front-loaded the peers more than I had been. And so that's going well. Prompting is one that's mixed with all the other evidence-based practices, so we use that pretty regular. I have had some aides that were over-prompting, and so I've made them a sheet that, in addition to the data for the kids that they collect, they're also collecting how many times they prompt throughout the day to do this or that, and seeing if they're giving the kids the time to maybe not get it right every time. It's okay, or if we have to do it over or make an extra copy, I'll do that too. The task analysis is the one I would like to focus on today. We've been working on that, and I see that one of my weaknesses in task analysis is breaking down and including every step of the task in their pictures that they're to follow as they're doing it, if they're using the video of that. Sometimes, like the example that I saw was, make a sandwich. Well, it never says put the stuff on the bread. I leave that part out alone. You think it's just common sense, but if you don't say it and they don't know, they don't do it. I have one student who part of his plan is to take a walk when he feels frustrated. Well, he has ASD, and to take a walk, what does that mean? When I started the take a walk, I didn't start it. When I started at the school with him having that as part of his plan to take a walk when he feels frustrated or aggravated or whatever, well, where's he walking to and who's monitoring and who's going with him and what's his goal? So we've added a few things to that. When I see that he's getting frustrated or he would like to go take a walk or have a break, he has certain things to do and he enjoys doing those things, but one of them was to walk across the campus and go to the school secretary and give her a note. Well, I didn't say go into her office and give her the note. I just said deliver a note to the front office secretary. So he was just sliding it under the door. I didn't say, and school's in, so he can go in and hand her the note. So I've had to be more detailed. Exactly what do I want, and you have to do that over and over, exactly all the steps to go, and then do it and only do the steps that are included in the prompt, in the analysis, in his visual directions of what he's supposed to do. So I had to go and redo it. When you deliver something to the school secretary, you don't just slide it under the door to her office. You take it in there and you greet her and you say, hello, miss, here is a note from Miss Allison, and thank you. And that's working very well. It's just the fact that I did not include all the steps in what I expected him to do. Another thing that I've noticed with my task analysis is it's hard to get them just right. You don't want too many details, because you don't want to, be Captain Obvious for the kids, so it has to be so individualized that the task analysis for one kid doesn't work for the other. And I didn't expect that it would. I just didn't think that the difference would be that great. So I'm working on that. It's hard. And I teach high school kids, and they're on the high end of the moderate severe category. So, they're not just a little off or a little difficult. They're fully impacted by their disability, but they have so many good things, and they are capable of doing so much. But then just some little skill like, how to ask for help has become difficult for them, and reading social cues. So we're working on those on task analysis. One of them wants to make friends. And so as we do that, I have to say, now, if the person's looking around or looking away, maybe they need to go. So you need to be sure to give them an out. And so that's another thing that we're working on to make a task analysis for them to follow. But overall, I would say it's going nicely. The prompting has helped a lot by the aides, just seeing how many times they prompt them and not doing it too much and not giving them answers to everything. I think I'm to my time limit now. Thank you.